Welcome to the Outlook 2010 video on creating rules to organize your email. As we all know, email has become a huge part of today's office environment. And most of us are getting anything from 20 to 200 emails a day. Now, the feature rules is there to help us organize and structure our email, giving us more time to focus on those emails that are important and maybe subdivide our emails so we can focus on other emails at a later stage. So now there's two ways that you can access your rules in Outlook. The first way, which a lot of options are available in Outlook, is to right-click any email. From here, you can scroll down and go to the Rules tab. The first option it'll give you is to always move messages from that particular sender, depending on which email you've right-clicked. The next one is to create a new rule, and then there's also Manage Rules and Alerts. So if you've got many rules in place, you would go to Manage Rules and Alerts to be able to see all your rules that you can manage from there. Another way to get to rules is on the Home tab. In the Move group, there is the Rules button. This, if you click on it, will give you exactly the same options as if you had right-clicked the email. So let's go in and create a new rule. What we would like to do is this particular email, you will notice I've received a few times from the same company. I do enjoy getting emails from them as they are updates in terms of latest technology and things that are on special. But it's not something that is important that I need to focus on a daily basis. It's really something I'd like to read through maybe at the end of the day. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to select any email from this particular supplier. You can also choose, instead of from somebody, a particular subject that contains. For example, if every week you get an email from your director, which are the minutes of the sales meeting, you could type in the subject minutes of sales meeting, and you can choose if it was sent to you only. Now, once it's got that criteria in place, what do you want it to do with the following? Would you like to display it as an alert? Would you like to play a particular sound when that email arrives from that particular person? Or in this case, we would like to move the item to a folder. And I haven't created a folder for this company, so I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to call it Frontosa IT, and I'm going to click OK. Now once you've done that, that is a basic rule. There are also advanced options where you can use and or criteria to specify exactly what your rule does. And some of the more common ones that are used is any email that is marked as important, any email that is flagged for action, where your name is in the CC box, in the To or CC box, or where your name is not in the To box. And then you can choose specific words that are in the header, the recipient, or the sender's address. You can choose specific emails that have attachments, RSS feeds, selected properties, etc., etc. And you can add a multiple criteria of rules to this particular rule. In this case, basically what it said here is this rule, after the message arrives from that particular company, will be moved to that particular folder. We then click Next. What do you want to do with the message? We want to stop processing more rules and we want to move it to the specified folder. Click Next. Are there any exceptions? Okay, so are there any particular circumstances where you want the rule not to run? And from there you can go through and again select any criteria that you would like. We then click Next. We call a name for this rule, and you can choose to turn the rule on. And what's really nice is we can run the rule now with messages that are already in the inbox, and it'll clean up our inbox nicely for us. Let's say Finish and click OK. You will notice I've now lost about half of my inbox, and if I go scroll down, I've got a new folder, Frontosa, with all my emails from Frontosa in there. So it really makes it useful. I can always at a later stage go to that particular folder and read those emails, and it helps me organize my email a lot more effectively.